Right. So basically, given that you changed divisions, how much stronger do you feel as a welterweight? Like, is there a percentage?
Yes. I don't say percentage, but I just feel like I can actually. I sparred on Monday and I lifted weights on Monday. Like going to 55, I couldn't lift weights for 4 weeks before my fight just because I had to make weight. So I do a lot of cardio, and I got rid of some sparring sessions to add cardio to make weight. So I feel like my focus is on fighting right now, not on a weight cut.
Is this the statement that you wanted to make for the division, given you were given such a pretty much a good fight against Wonderboy and how you performed that?
Yeah.
Do you feel that is a good statement for, say, like the top 5 of the division?
Yeah, I think so. I think I put my name right on the top 10. Like no one's fought at 170 and wouldn't jump to the top 10 right away. So I did that, and I fought a guy who fought for the title twice, and I knocked him out. Wonderboy's never been knocked out. So I feel like I put myself in a great spot. And then Nate Diaz comes along. He's not ranked. I just don't like the guy. So that's why I said yes to this fight.
And you guys, I know you do have a lot of history back in the day, like during the Ultimate Fighter. Nate, definitely wanted to fight you back in the day. Was there a reason why you did take this fight against Nate versus, like, say, like a Masvidal or a Darren Till?
Yeah, I wouldn't fight Masvidal right now unless we're fighting for a title. Me and Masvidal, we have the same management, we're boys. So it's like, he has a belt, maybe we'll talk about that, but as of right now, we're both on our own missions. But Darren Till, I haven't even thought about that name at all, actually, but it was never brought up. But Diaz was brought up, so like they said his name, I said send the contract. I didn't even know if it was actually gonna happen. Like it happened, I signed the contract, we're here now.
Do you feel some type of way that he's not here today,
No.
or are you not surprised?
Not at all. I don't really care. I mean, I'm a professional. This is part of every fight week I've done. Most of my fights are in the UFC, so like, this is part of it.
Given that you said that this is your hardest fight week that you've done, does that have a thing to do that you're now a welterweight? Like, is there something different that you're doing in your routine than? Or yeah, I thought you said it was the hardest or easiest.
Yeah,
my bad.
Easiest fight week. Yeah, I don't have no weight cut, so I'm just chilling.
So you normally walk around the welterweight weight, or?
Oh no, this fight I dropped. So like Wonderboy, I had to cut 15 pounds.
Okay.
Just because of the style of fight I had to fight. Whereas Diaz, I don't have to fight that style of fight, so I came in on weight.
So how do you think you're going to go in on Saturday against Diaz?
I'm coming out, hands throwing, kicks throwing. I'm throwing everything at him. I feel like he's not going to wrestle me. He doesn't have the double leg takedown that I have to be afraid of, or the top control where he's going to try to hold me down for 5 minutes. That allows me to do whatever I want standing. So I'm just going to go out there and find his chin.
Do you feel that the return of Nate Diaz is kind of overshadowing your place in the welterweight division, or do you feel it's not?
Not at all. I feel like Nate's not even in the welterweight division. He hasn't beat a real welterweight yet. McGregor's not a real welterweight. So my spot is cemented. It doesn't matter if what happens with him. He needs to try jumping in there. So I think he saw that my success when I was at 55, saw me handle at 170s. Oh, that's a good fight for me to jump in on coming off of 3 years of the state because I'm coming hard.
And I know you and your brother have a really good bond. I know you mentioned in previous interviews before that it is kind of hard that if he fights on the same card as you, that kind of thing. And watching the Embedded, I thought that was really cool of you guys together and you started doing fishing.
Yeah.
But I do have to ask, how hard was it for your brother to adapt to the country life of fishing?
Me and my brother?
Yeah.
We were from Wisconsin, so we grew up doing this. It's kind of just part of growing up in Wisconsin. I mean, it's like cheese, beer, and fishing. Like it's just what we do out there. So growing up in the city, I didn't get to fish the way he actually did. Like he has friends that know how to fish. So that's actually all them guys that I've been fishing with. Them are his friends, and they're showing me the way. So like I did it once. We both fished, and I was like, man, this is fun as hell. It's like I just got into like bass fishing, trout, salmon. There's like so much ways to fish. It's intriguing.
Do you feel that's kind of a good way to kind of get your mind off of the fight, less stress?
Yeah, I think it's to get off my life. Like I own several businesses in Wisconsin, and I'm also a professional martial artist. So like I go from these crazy big events, and I go right to the business world, and I never have a real mental break. Whereas like fishing now, I'm just not thinking about none of that. Just how to catch these fish and like what's going on there.
Well, I think that's awesome. I'm a huge fan of fishing, so that was cool to watch. But thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
I appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday.